Yeah, you see that brick house over there? That there's the fella's crib. When he comes out, we're gonna light his ass up. Cheerio, old bean. I think I fancy myself a bastard foil. The hell are you talking about, man? What if we could somehow multiply the high visibility factor of this? If we multiply one high-vis handle by one high-vis shank, we should get two high-vises, or double the high visibility. Woo! I got diabetes, man. Guten Tag. Hey, so welcome to Herbrand, Canada, eh? No, not yet. Once we get it spread out all over everything, we should have a nice sheen on the surface of the wood. I'll never use a six-sided nut. You know what else is six-sided? The number of the beast. Oh, I'm gonna grab 'em. I'm gonna grab your nuts. So whenever I'm doing this kind of work, I like to keep one of those magnetic bowls handy. And then we'll just put these over here. I did want to mention the Japanese screwdrivers use what is called the jizz standard for their Phillips tips. What? Oh, come on, man. I wanted to do Omega Man reenactments with this. I got the velour tracksuit and everything. Here's a shot of me going in from the rear. Some sick slob had mutilated a Vaco cushion grip. What kind of twisted son of a bitch. Hello? Yeah, the boys out east have been asking for a video on the Craftsman V. I only use Craftsman V. My daddy used Craftsman V, and his daddy used Craftsman V. Now you do want to be careful when filling... Oh, for crying out loud. The humble clipboard. Both a clip and a board. Oh, hey, is it my turn yet? No, not yet. Oh, take off then. 3M Innovations. Bright products for a dark world. The top men at 3M Corporation are working diligently to make sandpaper that's 10 times stronger than its Soviet counterpart. Now, my daddy used to say that there V-Series is the best tools ever made, and by golly, they're the only tools I'll use. Look, there is no V-Series. It's just a manufacturer's mark. Nah. So then I told her, you should go out and get a lamp. Oh! 'Cause she needed a lamp. Oh! Schneider, Scorpion, Ship to Shore, Smith & Jones, Spectrum, Stick Tech, Stormcat, Store House, Sherlock, Tailgater, Thunderbolt, Titanium, Crucifix. Wafting. There is still a lingering dead prostitute odor remaining. Hey, is that a bottle of Yago? I'm taking that with. The streamlight is small and light enough that you can go hands-free by holding the flashlight in your mouth. It really does help to illuminate the stream. Wonder if that's why they call it a streamlight. Hey, like, welcome to Walmart and stuff? Yeah, these are definitely silicone. You can tell when they're silicone by the feel. Where a snap-on supremacist militia was selling illegally modified Southwire wire strippers. They had filed off the patent number, but I was still able to run a trace on it. They advertised their cocks as being so hard that they could cut steel, and even commissioned a demonstration where two guys pounded a cock into a steel bar, cutting into it. That's a hard cock. Since business cards are all different, they can be different thicknesses. Does it have raised Cillian rail lettering, embossing? Is that color off-white? Bone, maybe? Oh my, is that a watermark? Hello! How's everybody doing tonight? The mic too loud? How about there? That looks better. All right. So, as you can see, if my mic would stay put. But as you can see, you guys can see me now. So, we've got a little bit of an agenda for today. We're going to have, we'll do a little bit of Q&A. Then we're going to preview some more stuff for the new Tool Lore episode, which should be out next Friday. I think I'm going to have it done by then. I got to just get moving and get it done. But I got a couple more things to preview for that. And then we got our mystery tools. So yeah, I picked up a handful of tools. Most of them were all from the same sale, and they're all weird. So we got to try and figure out what they are. So we'll take a look at them live. Tomatolicious, nice NCR80 keyboard, yes. Yeah, I had to buy this. Made this from a kit a while back. John says audio is fine, excellent. Jim, don't spill your drink. I will try not to. Yeah, we got a drink cam for today. Alright, but my mic keeps dropping down, so I gotta find my Allen key for it. So give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, now I don't have to hold the mic while I talk. Alright, so let's start out with the previews of the next Tool Lore episode. So those of you that were here last week, or well, it wasn't last, a couple of weeks ago, the next Tool Lore episode is going to be on the mole grip. Well, the mole grip was like the British, the UK version of the vice grip. So that's going to be the next Tool Lore episode. And I've got a few things. We previewed last time the intro for it. Florida Stealth, hello from Florida. Hello. Mark McKenzie, who is this Allen key guy and why is he on? Yeah. The last live stream we previewed the intro. So do I have that queued up? No, I don't, because we played it last time. But anyway, the theme of it is going to be, the theme of the episode, the intro is going to be a parody of the 1960s British TV show. It was called The Prisoner. So it's going to be that theme. So what do we have ready? I've got here, this is probably going to be the thumbnail for the video. It's got the mole wrench, it's got the road in the background, which is a callback to the Prisoner TV show intro. And then we got a vice grip here, so people actually, hopefully will know what the video is about. We got that. I have an alternate thumbnail. This one's based on the outro sequence from the original TV series. With these colors here. So the original outro had like a bicycle that would get assembled on the screen with this type of background. So I'm definitely going to work that into the video somewhere. And I've got, where is it? Turn this off. Oh, we want that on. Drop that. And then we've got a wrench that will assemble itself. Oh, yeah, the wrench is here. So this is the patent document from the original mole grip patent, which is a little bit different than the vice grip patent. If you notice, the release lever here is different, and it pushes not on the toggle link, but it pushes on the bottom of the metal of the handle body, which is unique. I think because the release lever patent was likely still in effect when the guy invented this, so he had to come up with a different release lever pattern. But yeah, this will be overlaid over top of this, kind of like this is mocked up here, and it will assemble itself. So I have all of these as separate layers. We'll start off solid, and then when I go in to show how it works, they'll go transparent. And all of these individual pieces I can take out and put back in. So that'll be kind of cool. We've done this before in some other videos for the patent animations. Florida Stealth says, I am not a number. Yes, I'm a free man. Mutantry says 4 ice cubes in a drink is odd. Is it? How many do you put in a drink? Oh, it's because it's an even number? It's an even number bad luck. I know for olives, you're supposed to always have an odd number. But for ice cubes? Greg Willis says, any interest in the history of Par X? Yes, Par X is on my list of brands to cover in the future. Florida Stealth, are moles known for their grip? Yes. No, they are not. So then why did they call it the mole grip? The original company that produced them was MK Mole and Sons. That's why they came up with that. But at some point they did lean into the mole thing because they used a mole. This ties into the other stuff I want to preview. But they had a mole for their company logo later on. Tomatolicious. I think this is very similar to the German design by Alarm. Wonder if they rebranded any. Is that a vice grip design? Alarm. Let me add that to my list too. German brand Alarm. So we'll look at that. I'll have to look into that. So next, yeah, so here's the patent animation. Then I found these cool high-resolution scans of, what is this called? An aperture card. So aperture cards are old technology that was used for microfilm. So in here, there would have been microfilm. So I'm going to use this. I took one of these, and it's this super high res. You can zoom way into it. Of course, I changed it to say the Royal Ministry of Lore. And I put the logo there. But I'll be able to zoom into here, and then I'll have pictures, or possibly well, probably just static pictures that show up in here. So that's kind of cool. Florida Still says, holy moly. Tomatolicious, yeah, vice grip. Release lever is in a very similar shape and position. Interesting, so I'll have to look into that. German brand called Alarm. I'll look into that. Well, those are awesome. The aperture cards, yeah, these are neat. Neat technology. Or at least it was like back in the 60s. But this should kind of fit with the theme of the video too. We'll be using that. Then I have to preview, I have a transition with the mole logo. Button transition. Obviously, this green part will get chroma keyed out. You'll just see the background. And now all these buttons are going to drop down and fill the background. And I'm going to speed this up because, you know, I just record when I made it in slow motion. And then in a second here, there we go. And then it will drop down, and then it would transition to the next scene. Kind of neat. Lewis AAB371 says, how popular were the mole grips in the US? They were not. I cannot find hardly any information on them being in the United States at all. The only thing I could find, I did find a Popular Mechanics ad. The dude that invented the mole grip, you guys have watched this channel, might remember this. We did a video on one of these a while back, but the one that I had was made by Grip-On. But this mole company, the same dude that invented, well, he didn't really invent the mole grip, he kind of copied the vice grip, but the same guy that did that, he invented this clamp. This is a clamp that would clamp onto a workbench, and then you drop a vice grip into here, and it kind of converts the vice grip into a vise. And the same dude that invented the mole grip invented this, which I had no idea. That was another cool find. But this is the only reference that I can find in the United States. Was they ran an ad in Popular Science or Popular Mechanics for this clamp. But I've never seen the actual mole grips themselves here in the US. Florida Stealth says, ever see the short-lived Vice Grips / Schrade collaboration multi-tools? I don't think I have. Oh, I'll add that to the list. Tools. Yeah, I don't know that I've heard of them, but it's something I'll keep an eye out for. I like unusual tools like that. Jim says, I'll have to pay better attention to the brand names on many vice grips. I may have a mole brand. Interesting. Yeah, there are so many odd, I don't want to say knockoff, but they kind of, you know, once the vice grip patents ran out, so many other companies made, you know, sometimes almost exact copies, a lot of times slightly different. That's what at least what I find interesting is when they're kind of a little bit different. They change something. Alright, next thing I want to preview. This is a short animated film that I'm going to insert into the lore video. And this may confuse quite a few people, but that's fine. This is the script for this animated film that I made is based on an actual article that was printed in the British newspaper, the British Sunday Times, in 1968, where the author was, I believe, kind of tongue-in-cheek explaining the origins of the mole grip. And we'll get into it more in the video as to why they were doing that. I think it's pretty funny. Yeah, let's go ahead and preview. Just to warn you, this is going to be kind of weird. But here goes. An obscenely Welsh ceremony carried out at the dead of night on the far side of some bestial slag heap. The word has been passed round all day. We're wrenching tonight, boys. Same time, same place. And then there's about an hour's worth of choral work, Land of Our Fathers, that sort of thing. And then the lads begin to get a bit restive. Well then, whatever. Are we wrenching or not, boys, huh? But of course they're waiting for Mordeth, the queen of the body druids. She arrives, mole in hand. The lads let loose with Lands of Our Fathers again. Then Mordeth holds the mole high in the air. The boys cry out, "Wrench! Wrench!" And Mordeth wrenches, doing the wretched animal in. You guys like Mordeth? But, but yeah, that was based on an article that was actually printed in a British newspaper in 1968. When I read that, I had to do something with it, so I made that animation. Jim says I was confused when I got here. Yeah. John says, all my Vice scripts are the original ones USA made. I have a lot of them for fab work and body work. Yeah, the original ones are probably the best. I try and grab them anytime I see them at garage sales. Tomatoalicious wench supplies the wrench, yeah. So that was the mole grip previews. I don't think I had anything else. We did that. Did the wrench. Button transition. Oh, I can find the typewriter transition. Yeah. Just play this here. Yeah, so some of you, if you remember that original Prisoner TV show, this is kind of a play on a scene from the actual intro to the... It's a scene that's played in the intro, so I kind of changed it. We got the typewriter, and it's typing out retired, so this is going to be for when this dude retires. But that's an actual picture of the guy that invented the mole wrench. So that'll be in the episode too. Anyways, the episode, I got the script written, I've got pretty much all of the visual assets that I need, I just got to put it all together. So I'm hoping to get that done this week, and the episode should be out on Friday. John says, exactly. Caleb Hayes, the Iron Maiden song was my introduction to The Prisoner. I don't know if I'm familiar with that. One PC Fred, I just picked up another 10WR pair that, not that I needed them. Yeah, I've just been grabbing any old ones that I see too. What do you think of the Facom locking pliers? I haven't tried the Facom ones. I've seen them. It looks like a unique design. I definitely want to get one and check it out. The Knipex, you're talking like the, what do they call them? The alligator or the cobra pliers? Those are pretty good. I like them. Alright, I think we're caught up. You guys ready to check out the mystery tools? Yeah, we got 4 unusual tools that I'm not sure what they are. So, oh, I got an intro for that too. Hold on, I gotta play this intro again. If you came to the live stream earlier, you already saw it, but it's pretty cool, so I'll play this while I'm getting it set up. It's Mystery Tool Monday, except it's on a Friday. Mystery Tools. He doesn't know what these are. No idea what that is. Mystery Tool Monday. But it's Friday. Help him figure out what these tools are. Live at 8 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. Mystery Tool Monday. I mean Friday. Mystery Tool. All right. So, guys, what's this? Obviously, it's some kind of wrench. And I have some better high-resolution pictures that I'll show you, because I know that camera is not particularly good. But it's some kind of adjustable wrench. So this is all completely seized up. But this would be your adjuster. Got a wood handle. This part here looks normal. It's just got your flats like on a monkey wrench, right? But this part here is very odd. So let's take a look at some of the pictures. Okay, so this is very odd. It's completely covered in rust. It's completely seized up. But look at the head on this. Move over. Hide that. And hide that. It's got V-notch on this side, but not on this side, which is weird. And there's a hole here, you'll notice. And so here's your adjusting sleeve. Wood handle, no markings on it that I can see. Yeah, so a V-notch on one side. So if you put a hex nut in here, you've got the corner up here, but another corner is going to be hitting down here. It's not going to grab it properly. But this inside is hollowed out on the lower jaw for some reason. And there's a hole here, so I think there was something in here. Maybe like a ratchet mac or something? And it was pinned, possibly, in place, and it came out. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of chats. They say the original, but they're made in USA. Yeah, the vice grips. At A to Z, Knipex has a locking pliers that looks like the vice grip. Oh, yeah. I've got one of their, what do they call it? It's one with the pivoting jaw on the bottom. I got one of them. Those are pretty cool. Jim also loves Knipex pliers. One PC Fred. I never see Knipex at garage sales. I got one once. I think it's my, I don't know, alligator or cobra. I actually found one pair once. And for it doesn't say made in Germany, it says made in W Germany or West Germany. So it's got to be an older one. Delicious. Knipex is made within 30 minutes driving distance from where I am. Great company. Used to be a lot more industry around that area, but they remain at least interesting. Jim, yeah, it's some kind of monkey wrench. Monkey. Florida Stealth Knipex are great tools. I think that might be the one I have, because I've got the universal jaw one. That's what it's called, right? When the lower jaw is pivoting. Yeah. Okay, here we go. What is it? 5000. Appropriate username. Bemis and Call. Monkey pipe wrench. Monkey wrench one side, pipe wrench on the other. Well, that would make sense if there was supposed to be a jaw, pipe wrench jaw down here. That makes sense. So now let us look for Bemis and Call. Okay, we're close. Look at this. Let me get rid of chat. Look at this. This looks close to it, doesn't it? It's got the same sleeve, but it's got, yeah, see? There we go. Look at that. I think you just ID'd it. What is it, 5000? Mine looks a little different, but I think this is it. It's got the same spot there. Hmm. I broke something with my... Alright. But anyway, over here is the same... That's the spot where the jaw insert is. So mine's missing the jaw insert. Very interesting. So I think that's correct. Bemis and Call. Monkey wrench on one side, pipe wrench on the other. Very cool, thank you. Delicious. I tried to buy the handle dipping juice from Nipex before, but they do not sell it. The textured rubber dipped handle? Yeah, that would be interesting. One PC Fred, yeah. I think we're missing the pipe wrench jaw on ours. Ellen Light says double-jawed parrot eagle beak wrench. One PC Fred, Todd tested Nipex locking jaw pliers and they did poorly. They weren't heat treated. Interesting. Jim said flying monkey wrench. NPC Fred, that's it. I think this is it. Yeah, this one on the screen has the insert. Double jaw hawkbill monkey wrench. Used to adjust the mainspring in a watch? This thing is huge. I guess I should put a ruler or something to show it. But yeah, I think that's what this is. Let's go back here. I think this is it. A Bemis and Call monkey wrench. Awesome. I don't know that I would have found that out myself. So thank you guys. Very cool. All right. Next item. Guys, what's this? What's this thing? This could be a wrench. More I look at it, I think it's some sort of tong, possibly for tonging something. I don't know. But Yeah, opens and closes, kind of like a wrench or a tong, but same type of thing where it's got the V-notch on one side, but no V-notch on the bottom, so it's not, it can't be for grabbing nuts, I don't think, unless, I mean, it's kind of a V-notch, you tighten it down, but they don't line up. And then you got a bolt. This may not be original, I don't know. Because here it's got a square bolt, this one's a hex. But presumably this either locks it down or something. Because it kind of pivots like a slip joint. But it can also be locked down, apparently. So, yeah, I don't know what that is either. Go back here. Oh, we didn't do this guy yet. We'll get to him. Well, soon. Okay, here we go. Tong. Tomatolicious found a bunch of 1960s Nipex pliers that were all blank handle. Oh, so you asked if they could send you some dipping juice. They did offer to replace them for the modern equivalent, but I passed. That would be cool to have old pliers have their handles re-dipped. That would have been cool if they would have done that. You see, Fred says, dip it in citric acid with baking soda. I don't know if I've tried that. I was just going to soak it in Evaporust. You're saying citric acid with baking soda? I can try it. Tomatolicious. Yeah, that was a crazy idea from, crazy ID from What Is It 5000. Very appropriate username. Jim says a blacksmith wrench. Yeah, it kind of is reminiscent of blacksmith tongs, right? But what would they be wrenching on with this? I don't know. Could be for like grabbing what's that bowl that they put in there? A crucible? For grabbing onto something really hot? Like this would grab onto the lip. And then they would put it in the furnace, maybe? Maybe. On PC Fred, there's an app I see people use at the flea market where AI will ID stuff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I strongly dislike smartphones, so I'm not going to be getting that. But that's interesting. I wonder how it works. Fatty057 says a rivet. Rivet thing? Possible. And A to Z, does the screw still move the lower jaw? The screw... The screw appears to only limit the adjustment range. So it has a slip joint mechanism here. And the screw, it just kind of limits how far you can flip the slip joint. So I think this was for locking it down onto something, I think. So I'm starting to think that this might have been, they might have grabbed onto, you know, like a crucible, I think it's called, and lifted up when it's hot. Maybe? I'm thinking... that's what I'm leaning towards right now. Jim says could be used to make horseshoes. Possible. Possible. One PC Fred. It is chelating It's supposed to be as good as Evaporust. This is the citric acid thing. Interesting. I'll have to look at it. Pipe Tongs from Caleb Hayes 214. Ooh. Could be, but it's smooth jaw. The jaws are smooth, but it could be. So before the silk and pipe wrench came out, it would use tongs. It's possible. Radio 57, yeah, crucible was the word I think I was looking for. NPC Freddy, it finds stuff good. You're talking about that phone app? Interesting. EA Rough and Tumble, a channel member. That's a pipe wrench from the 1900s. They were popular in the oil fields here in western Pennsylvania. Could be. Pipe tongs. Could be. Metalicious. You might be onto something with the heat grabbers. Oh, there appears to be some gradient where the rust looks different at the top of the pliers, which might indicate strong heat exposure. You know? Yeah, there's remnants of black paint here, and it's discolored. There might be still some black paint here. Yeah, like right here, it looks like... Possible. Caleb Hayes, Google search has the photo AI identification function. Yeah, that app seems to find everything. Oh, but I wanted to do more mystery tool streams. One PC for there's videos about it. You mix the citric acid and baking soda in a specific ratio. Alright, I will look into that. Yeah, feed a picture of it to Google. Huh. And I thought I was up on technology. Pipe tong theory is interesting. Let's look up pipe tong. Pipe tongs. You guys can't see this. Here we go. Antique pipe tong. Oh, wow. There it is. These are pipe tongs. Oh, I didn't want to go here. I just... Where's your image? I think that's what these are. This looks like it. What is this? Alright, here's a bigger, higher res image. Vintage blacksmith pipe tongs. There we go. That looks like it. But I think on mine, someone replaced the adjusting screw with a regular bolt. Now his has some markings here. These are pipe tongs, and it looks like they are smooth jaw. Interesting. This one looks a lot like mine. Oh, yeah. I think this is it. Mine doesn't have any branding or anything on it. I don't know who made it, but this is it. This is the same thing. Yeah. These are pipe tongs. Oh, so mine just says solid steel on it, and that's it. You can barely see it here. Alright, we already looked at him. Next item. I think that's it. Pipe tongs. Thank you, guys. Oh, on this guy, I forgot to mention, somebody welded it here. So it must have cracked, and then they either I think they brazed something here. But we'll find out more when I derust it. Okay, next tool. So this is a much smaller tool. Let me grab it. And this is the only marking on it is R3328. So of course I tried searching for that. I can't find anything. It looks like it might be some sort of electronics related tool. I don't know. So I looked through a bunch of old Exolite catalogs. I looked through what's the other one? I looked through Vaco. Not find anything on it, but it's just kind of the handle makes me think it's for something electronics related. And it has this sleeve here. And I'll show you in a second. It's interesting as you can pull back on the sleeve. And I've got a video here. Yeah. If I do it live, it's not going to be high enough resolution. But when you pull back on the sleeve, this comes out. And this looks like a cutter. Doesn't it look like a, not an annual cutter, something like that. But it's got 3 sharp prongs on it. Jake says very overbuilt sugar nippers. Rust can hide markings. Yeah, I gotta de-rust those other 2. There might be some more markings hidden there. Punch down tool? For phones. With, his teeth? And A to Z wire wrapping tool. Oh. I think that's it. Because the other thing is teeth on it seem like they're going backwards. Like if you were to rotate this, you'd be rotating it counterclockwise. I wonder if this is a wire wrapping tool. Malicious pin remover. Press it into a connector to remove a crimped pin from the connector housing. Possible. One PC Fred, is it a wire wrapper? I'm leaning towards wire wrapper now. Leaning towards wire wrapper. Jim says, looks like a hole punch. Yeah, I thought originally that those teeth on there were maybe for like cutting a hole in something, like cutting a hole in a gasket. But like I said, you would have to turn it counterclockwise to get these to cut, which is interesting. Now, I listen to you guys, I'm thinking it might be a wire wrapping tool. Cool. I think that's it. I think we ID'd 3 out of 4 so far. Interesting. And put it. The part number. Unwrapping. This guy. Uh-oh. I think this is a wire wrapping tool. Best friend Hank, it's that tool they use to wrap copper phone lines to the terminals. That's what I'm thinking. Solid wire, telephone wire, yep. On the big main boards. Might be for tearing wire wraps up. That could be why it looks like the teeth are going counterclockwise. It might be for unwrapping. A delicious wire wrapping tool usually has a hole on the side. Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if it's for unwrapping. In that picture, unwrap tool. Let's take a look at this. Don't argue. Well, I mean, the handle matches. And it has a retractable sleeve. Unfortunately, I don't see any other pictures. I think this is it. I think it's for unwrapping wire. At A to Z, you found it online, unwrapping wire. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Thank you guys. I did this one too. Sometimes you have to unwrap wraps. Yeah. Yep, this is a wire unwrapping tool, which I've never seen. Excellent, guys. Thank you again. All right. Next mystery tool are these spiky guys. What are these things? Some kind of spikes? For something? And they got nuts on the end. And I got a whole bunch of them. So I got 3 here, and then a whole pack of presumably brand new ones. These are missing the nuts on the end. But these all have a nut right, that unscrews. So it's like a spike with a very, very short threaded section, and then some odd nut that goes on to the end. And there are little, I don't know what you call them, pinches in the metal over here on either side. They all have it, the pinches, but they're all slightly different. So like here, the three nuts are a little bit different. Now if we go back here, the tips are a little bit different. The pinches are a little bit different. It's got to be a anchor spike or something. And I don't know if it's designed for you to unscrew these nuts and attach something else to them. I don't know. At A to Z, vintage lots. This is what you found online. All right, let me copy that. Know how to copy. I'll just give a screenshot. There we go. All right, I'll take a look at that later. Thank you, Ed. One PC Fred says fancy nails. Yeah, I don't know. Best friend Hank, watching those old AT&T videos paid off. Cool. Jim says it's a hash pipe. Disruptions. You getting disruptions to the stream, or is that what these things are? Malicious in before its ancient tent pegs. I don't know. Jake 9705. Surely the nuts are for protecting the thread while hammering the spike into something. That's kind of what I was thinking. Because I've got 3 of them with the nuts, but then I got a whole other bag, and those don't have the nuts. And the nuts look like... back here. Here, like, I don't know. This one maybe looks... the middle one looks maybe hammered on. I don't know. It seems like, yeah, you would pound these into something. But these little pinches here, I mean, these aren't really going to retain it and keep... I don't think these are big enough to keep it from twisting. Like if you pounded this into a telephone pole. That's what I thought. Maybe it was for like power line pole spikes or something. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. One PC Fred, I like old Bell system tools. Yeah, I've got a handful of stuff. If I see anything that's marked with Bell system, I grab it. Take 9705, then the protective nut is removed and something else is screwed into its place. That's kind of where I'm leaning. One PC Fred, no, when metal is hinged, it's a disruption. Interesting. And A to Z soldering tips. I'd expect copper if they were soldering tips. These are definitely steel, they're magnetic. Pete's Guide, a penny for your thoughts. Are you number 1? What is it, 5,000? Are they all the same diameter? They appear to be the same diameter. If they're off, they're very slightly different. They seem to be the same diameter, slightly different lengths on them, though. The package here, like the 5-pack, these are kind of shorter than these. These are a little bit longer. But otherwise, they're all Same diameter, but slightly different lengths. And like the cones on the tips are a tiny bit different as well. Jim says, never say hammered on and nuts in the same sentence. No, that would not be good. Best friend Hank asks, are they hollow? They are not hollow. They're solid steel. Some kind of steel. This one appears to be cadmium plated. Got like that goldish color. And so are the ones that are in this bag here. These two appear to be just bare steel. Jake 9705. Spike could be driven 45 degrees into the ground, nut removed, screw on a wire attached perpendicular to spike to keep it from pulling out. So they would just drive it in at an angle. And then whatever you hooked onto it could be. Hello Kiss says maybe an electrode. Could be, but I would expect copper. Or I don't know. And these are not plated at all. This one has a little bit of rust on it. This one's pretty clean. The rest are cadmium plated, which I don't know that that's used for electrical. I've never seen that type of plating in electrical, but it could be. One PC Fred, you stumped me with them spikes. Alejandro 2160. Those look like grounding anchors. Possible, but I would again I'd expect copper. Ground rods are long, unless it's being used to ground a certain thing. They just jam it in there. I don't know. So far we are 3 out of 4. This was not, I figured somebody would know what these were. And I figured the other items we wouldn't get get an answer on. But we are 3 out of 4. One PC Fred, ground rods have a code length, probably. I don't think they're ground rods. It could be for jamming into something to get an electrical connection. But again, I would expect copper and not steel. But I'm not ruling it out. But I'm leaning towards some other type of anchor or something. No idea what it's for. But yeah. And these came in a toolbox that I got. Most of the toolbox was empty, except for these. There were a bunch of springs in it. So maybe somehow these spikes would hook onto a spring, but they were all like random springs. I don't think that had anything to do with it. And there might have been like an old utility knife or something in there. One PC Fred. Ground rods are feet long. Yeah. Jake 9705. I think the small winglets are merely to prevent the rods from rolling on a flat surface when the nuts are removed. Possible. That makes more sense than using them to anchor something, because the winglets, little nubbins, are pretty small. So that makes sense. Yeah, rough and tumble looks like locking pins for gym equipment. Could be. Like you have something sticking up with holes in it, and you just slide these in to lock it down. But why have the removable nuts on the end, though? Otherwise, yeah, these could be locking pins. And like this one kind of has, like, where you would grab onto it. This one, not as grabby. This one's not grabby at all. But possible they could be some sort of locking pins or locating pins. Possible. Pillowcase says maybe an electrical tap. You would hammer it into a large diameter cable. The electrical theories are interesting. Like you just spike it in and then grab it with the something? Could be. A well point for driving shallow wells? Very shallow. Unless these attach to something else. And then you add another extension onto it. And another extension. Make it longer. I don't know. I think we're not going to figure this one out, guys. Yeah, this is the one item I kind of thought somebody would be like, oh yeah, those are spikes for something or other. But no. Nobody knows what these are. Interesting. Tom Farrell, you attach them to pipe with holes to let water in. Drive them below the water table. Let's research. Oh, point spikes. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm looking at. Sorry. Well point. This one's too big. 2 inches by 36 inches. Could be. What is it, 5,000? Let's just say they are rods for heating baked potatoes evenly from the inside out. Yeah, that might work. You can get the precise diameter and search, yeah. Jake, 9705, a professional urethra widener. I wouldn't want mine widened with these. Best friend Hank, I wonder if there's another part missing. There could very well be. Master of None, Frankenstein's neck bolts. Yeah, could be. So if I look for, not for spike, and just look for 3/8 inch well point, I think we'll find something. These are all larger. It could be something for well drilling. I don't know. We just search for 3/8 threaded spikes. Spikes. Well, we'll just say they're some kind of spike. How about that? I'll have to do some more research on that one. Actually, probably bigger than that. Should we do a live measuring? That calipers. Seven sixteenths. One PC Fred, yeah, I know. I just assumed they were 3/8, but they're not. Jake9705, you'll appreciate this medical device when you're older. The urethra widening? Oh. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe, cleaning rod? Is thinks that I'm looking for a cleaning rod? I don't know. All right, let's try 7/16. Threaded spikes. Oh, what are these? Look. Rawlings spiked home plate. Is this for a baseball? Oh, give me pictures. Look, guys. But these don't have the little nubbins. They don't have the pinch. But boy, these look close. Spikes for a baseball diamond. Oh, that's an odd thing. Otherwise, yeah, that's what we just looked at. Yeah, maybe, yeah, those nuts, you probably just use that when you're pounding them in or something. I don't know. Okay, let's hand on this and we'll look for baseball home plate spikes. See if we get more that look like ours. Pro replacement steel spikes. A little different. Amazon. Scrawlings. I think that's what these are. Extra plate spikes. That's such a random item to find. Timothy Kelly says ball detent quick release axles. I don't see a ball detent on them though. They just have that little pinch on them. They could be just referring to the home plate thing. Alejandro, oh my god, home grounding. Yeah, I think that's what these are. Jake 9705, batter up baby, just in time for baseball playoffs. Fred says that's the closest thing I've seen. A home run, yep. I probably should have measured the threads, but they are all the same threads. I did try swapping the nuts from the ones that I could, and they're all the same thread. Same pitch, same diameter. I said there might be a slightly different diameter on the shank, but if it is, it's very, very small variance. Best friend Hank says a set of them in the packet. Yeah, that makes sense why I got that 5-pack in the baggie. That's really close. Yeah, there's some baseball plate spikes. Jake 97, the nuts must be for... Yeah, I think the nuts are for hammering it in, and somehow... I don't know. But that's why they don't all have the nuts. The holes are for tying them all together. That's what they mean by a peen cheater. 5 is perfect for a home plate. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Actually, there's 6 in there. Let's go back. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got 6 in the pack. And then 3 random loose ones. But I think that's what these are. I think these are baseball home plate anchors, which I never thought that I would ever randomly come across, especially in a toolbox from a garage sale that had rings in it. Weird. Tomatoelicious, the most boring yet most likely outcome. Yeah. Not what I expected, but I mean, it's interesting. I know what they are. And if any of you ever come across some of these randomly like I did, now you'll know too. Fixed is the spare part. Yeah, it's possible they give you 5 to put in and then a spare. Yeah, I'm satisfied with this answer too. I think that's what these are. I think these are spikes. And maybe that's why they add these extras, right? Because if they came in a 5-pack, or if they came in a 6-pack, but you needed 5, and these guys here were 3 extra, well, that would be, somebody would be going through a lot of home plates. Maybe they worked for the school or something, right? They worked in the maintenance department or something. I don't know. But I think that's what they are. Best friend Hank, no place like home. Jake says the nuts also wedge into the bottom of the plate to secure plate to the dirt. Interesting. Have to be a lot of baseball coaches with equipment. Yeah, that guy might have been a retired baseball coach or something. I don't know. The string threaded through the holes to keep them together. Hammer it home. Yeah. Well, I think we ID'd them. That's 4 out of 4 items. Not what I expected on this last item, but interesting. Alright, well that was all I had for the mystery tool portion of the stream. Let's go back here. So, I think if any of you want to stick around, we're going to go back in, we're going to dive back in to Leisure Suit Larry. The last stream, we met a gal named Fawn. I can get rid of this. But we met a gal named Fawn, and she wanted us to give her $100 so that we could get married. So I had to earn $100 at the casino. I did that off camera, so you guys wouldn't have to watch me do that. It actually didn't take that long. Let's see. Do you guys want? You guys want a drink cam for this portion of the stream? A drink and half keyboard cam? Or I can go back to the avatar. But, so yeah, so we, let's see. No, I don't want that. I want this. Mm. Yeah. All right, so let's we got catch up with chat here. Pillowcase. That makes some sense. Yeah, I think that's what they are. I think they're spikes for baseball home plate. Fatty057 says it's ammo for a bolt gun. Yeah, that would be interesting. One PC Fred, I told you they were fancy nails. Yeah, they're fancy nails. Pete's Guide, what's your drink? You want the cam up? We'll leave it up. This is Negroni. It's not racist, don't demonetize me. It's the actual name of a drink. But I'm drinking this because it's really nasty. It's like the worst drink that I but I don't want to be, otherwise I'd be down in the whole thing right away. But because this is nasty, it'll take me a long time to drink it. And you can see I'm not even, the ice isn't actually melted and there's still quite a bit there. Then we got Batfink and Jake9705 giving a salute. Jake's off to dinner, no problem. See you later. Half keyboard, you Willy Wonka? No, there's a full keyboard, but the camera doesn't, only shows half. One PC Fred has soup for dinner, soup with noodles. Manhattan clam chowder, okay. One PC Fred, you get nothing. Good day, sir. Pete's Guide, you like Negronis? I'm still on the same bottle of Campari that I bought like 5 years ago. I think I bought it before all the COVID stuff happened. And I think I still got like half the bottle left. So for those who don't know, it's 1 part gin, 1 part vermouth, and you can use either sweet vermouth or dry vermouth, whatever you want. And it's supposed to be 1 part of Campari. So Campari is red. You can see the drink is red, but it does not taste red. Campari is extremely bitter. I think it tastes nasty. So I only use half an ounce of Campari, and it's still not, it's extremely bitter, and it sneaks up on you. Like the first sip that you take, you're like, oh man, this is so good. But then the bitterness kicks in. And so I drink this very, very slowly. Anytime I want to drink something slowly, this is what I make. One PC Fred just got the DVD. Willy Wonka, perhaps? Each guide regarding those nails, that's the origin of the term pinch hitter. Okay. Yeah, it's an acquired taste, and I have not yet fully acquired it. But I'll drink it, and I'll just sip it. Tiny, tiny sips. Alright, let's get into the game. Oh, I can get rid of the background here. Rid of this. There. Alright, so we're going to leave the cam up. Florida Stealth says to try Aperol instead of Campari. And I would do that, but then I still have half a bottle of Campari that I'm stuck with. I've kind of... I think I'm too cheap to buy another bottle of red bitters. But yeah, I've heard that the Aperol is a little bit less bitter. But as far as I know, it still doesn't taste red. It's a very deceiving beverage. One PC Fred, yes, Willy Wonka, the original. Yeah, I love the original one. Alejandro, see you soon. Best friend Hank, when I hear the word vermouth, I think of that old song where the drunk calls the liquor store and orders all the booze. Not sure. Tim mixes Old Milwaukee and hams together. Interesting. I don't know that I've ever mixed beer together. I suppose you could. Alright, let's get this started. Alright, let me know if this volume is too loud. Can you guys hear the music at all? I don't see it reacting on OBS. Maybe I broke something. Let me know if you guys can hear the music from the game. Delicious. Working on restoring some tools while I got you on in the background. Sadly, kind of bad pitting in these. Not going to be a showcase. Yeah, the pitting is always an issue. Sometimes you just gotta make it look as good as you can. One PC Fred is in Harp and Guinness. Interesting. No sound. Yeah, you should be hearing it. It worked last time. But I wiped this computer. But I thought I copied all the settings over. Desktop audio is doing nothing. You guys were getting audio during the well, that's a different source though. Desktop audio. Oh, now can you hear it? The meters are moving. Let me know if you got music. Is it too loud? It's hitting around -20. But it's background music, so... Fred, you haven't rebooted for 161 days? Alright, you got sound. Jim can only hear the voices in his head. Yeah, that's normal. No lights? Just anger. Jeez. Yes, beeping. Mark McKenzie. When it first came out, I had a colleague who would try to sneak playing Leisure Suit Larry at work, but often forgot the sound. Cracked us all up every time. Yeah, that's a distinctive song. Alright, Tom's hearing it. A little too loud. Alright, let me dial it down. Now you're at negative 25 dB. Jim says it's good. Florida Stealth is a little loud. Tom says it hasn't annoyed his wife yet. That's good. Oh, way too loud. Okay. Let's go down negative 30. So my voiceover is hitting negative 12. Caleb Hayes also a little loud. Alright, well I dropped it down. It was at negative 20, now we're down to negative 30. Let me know if this is better. Too low? Well, I think we'll leave it here for now. Yes, it's okay. I can go up a hair. Let's go up a hair. Alright, while this is playing, I'm going to step away and use the facilities for one moment. So you guys can listen to the music, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. See what you guys are saying. Okay. Negative 30 is the loudest. You should go, but quieter will be better. Yeah, you're barely, the desktop audio is barely, is just going a hair above 30. PC Fred, your browser was a little low. Maybe 5 dB too low. Well, I tried it at 25 and you guys said it was too loud. Turn my browser up. Pulse audio lets you adjust every stream. Well, I've got the mixer in OBS so I can separate the mic from the desktop. We'll leave it here. Most of the, did you hear my chair when I was rolling around? You hear that? Oh, you heard me when I bumped into the desk. Someone doesn't like chiptunes. What's chiptunes? Remember it was always loud, the guy playing it in the office? Yeah. Ajax Liquor Store, Hudson and Landry? Not sure what that's a reference to. Tomatoelicious, I remember trying to play Leisure Suit Larry because it was on the list of partially banned games here. But my English skills at like 8 years old were lacking. I never made it past the door. Yeah. Not surprised, like nowadays, this would be like PG-13. Alright, let's get in here. Oh, we gotta do this. We'll just say we're 39 this time. Alright, so to play the game, we have to answer questions to prove that we are an adult. Our first question, and these seem to be random every time you load up the game. I don't know how many there are, but we've gotten different questions every time. Best friend Hank, did you wash your paws? Actually, I did not. I didn't wash. Each guy, I can hear the creaking of the chair spring. Oh yeah, when I move around. Probably. You know, it's a problem when I'm recording the voiceover sometimes too. See, oh yeah, the answer. All right, let's get going on the game here. So Richard Nixon was the blank president of the United States, the last, the funniest, the 37th. So yeah, this one is B. Okay, which is not a mountain range? Cayman, Appalachian, Rockies, or the Himalayas? Alright, so I think these are from the previous question. So this question is, which is not a mountain range? So I'm pretty sure it's A, because they're the Cayman Islands, not the Cayman Mountains. I'm going A. I'm going A. Correct. Alright, the Chicago 7 was, some people who seem crazy in retrospect, the Bears' defensive line burned for showing country in 3 different theaters or partially convicted. The Chicago 7? Why do I not know this? Best friend Hank, reference to the vermouth comment. The Ajax liquor store comment? Okay. I am not a crook. Remember that, not when he resigned? The Cayman Islands, you're saying? Caleb Hayes says A, but I don't know which question you're answering there. So we've got A, I've got 2 votes for D. You see, Fred, they were a gang. Starting to remember. E, E, A. So we've got 2 votes for A, like 4 votes for D. Hippies and radicals. Interesting. Everybody's saying D. So D is partially convicted. So let's try that. Oh, correct. All right. Next, if you arrived at a party wearing your birthday suit, you would A, make many new friends, be thrown out, fit right in, or it depends on the party. So birthday suit generally means you're not wearing any clothes. You are nuded, as they say. So I'm thinking D, it depends on the party, right? Alright, so we got a whole bunch of votes for D. D. PC Fred wants to go with A. Make many new friends. D. Alright, I think we're going with D. D. Correct. So far so good. Now for the final question. Why Chang Kane became famous by saying, I am not a crook. The barren fig tree bears no plums. Hi, sailor, new in town. Or oh, that was for the Chicago 7. All right, I think we got them all right. So Kwai Chang Kane. Is the David Carradine guy? Kung Fu? Or am I thinking of something different? We know it's not A. That's Nixon. So B. C seems like the joke answer, or D could be the joke answer. So it's either, if this is the guy from the Kung Fu series, I don't think he said. All right, we're getting votes in for B. Let's try B. Oh no, we got it wrong. What? That's interesting. We got that wrong. All right, so I think we get one more try. Okay, this is easy. Which is not a wine? Colombard, Bon Air, Cabernet, or Muscatel? So this is Bon Air. Correct. Okay, so now we can start. Alright, except we're not going to start. We need to load a game. So this is what I was saying. We had to load. So what I did was go to the casino, place bets. And any time I would lose, I would just reload my previous save. We have a save here where we earned, I put $100. I actually got us $200. $200. So we're going to load that save. Oh, and we're stuck. Get up. But yeah, we got $201. Stand up? Okay. So we got $200. Right now we are at the casino. So we need to go back to, and I also did verify before I started placing the bets that Fawn did go back to the disco. So I was worried that we might have locked ourselves out of talking to her again, but she came back. Because last time when we told her we didn't have $100, she got mad and left. So, but she's back, and we've got $200. So we've got extra. I think she wanted 100. And last time I got hit by a vehicle when we ran out of here. So we want to hail a cab. And, oh, there's the dog again. But the dog pees on us every time. Oh, this time he ignored us. All right, let's get in cab. And we are going to the disco. Yeah, the Kung Fu TV series. I think that's what it was too, but it wasn't. Probably D. It must be. I just don't remember him being goofy in the show, but D, it sounds Chinese, but we tried B and it said it was wrong. We need pocket money. Yeah, we got $200. I think the gal that we were talking to only wanted. Oh, I gotta pay cabbie. Why can't I type? Uh-oh. Okay. Pay cabbie. Exit cab. Here we go. And we should. Yeah, we didn't lose, so we still have our pass. Show pass. You whip out your borrowed membership card and lay it on him. Good evening, sir. I am so sorry I didn't recognize you sooner. Please, come right in. I don't know what voice I was doing for this earlier. And, yep. Alright, so here we're in the disco. So last stream, we were able to talk with this gal and we danced. And I don't know why all of the other patrons in here look like our character, but they all look the same. Uh-oh, uh-oh. So, we need to use our breath spray whenever that comes up. And here is our gal, so we had to sit down. We have to look. Can I call her by her name? Look at Fawn. Oh, okay. This is about where we left off last stream. What do we do? We talk? Talk to Fawn? What's your name, beautiful, you ask? Fawn, she replies. Somehow you knew, yeah, because we met her before. Okay. So... Uh-oh. He's not saying anything else. Do we just marry her? Marry Fawn? Fawn? Oh. So she says, I am the marrying type, but you must convince me. Give Fawn $100. Give Fawn money? So she says, so I typed in give Fawn money, and it says, oh, you're so sweet. I just love money. Oh, thanks, Larry. You won't regret this. Meet me at the marriage chapel near the casino in a few minutes. I'll get us a room. Hurry, Larry. I can hardly wait. Oh, and she's leaving. What are you into this time, Larry? So, if we look at our wallet, we should be missing... Yeah. Alright, so it's a good thing I got 200 bucks. Because we're down to 89. One PC Fred says cabs are a ripoff. Yeah, and it seems like it's random. Anytime we take the cab, we get like a random fare. Like sometimes it's $8, sometimes it's 20 bucks. Florida Stealth says give Fawn a Quaalude. Check your balance, just did. Caleb Have, we gave her the rose. I believe we gave her the rose in the last episode. Yeah, we don't have the rose anymore. We get to give her the rose and the candy, and I think we gave her like 3 items already. And then she wanted $100, which I didn't have. Or at least she didn't clean you out. I suspect we're gonna get cleaned out somehow. I don't know what's gonna happen. So now we need to go to the chapel. Oh, so I have to get up. Which you said was near the casino, so we have to go back to the casino. And we got to hail the cab again. Gonna cost us another 20 bucks. Casino. Okay, you got it, Mac. No. 14 bucks this time. Hey, cabbie. Exit cab. And I believe... This guy... Oh, hello, sir. Would you help out a poor unfortunate by purchasing an apple? Huh? Price is reasonable, only $1. Oh, I want to buy your apple. Come on, calm down. Okay, stop. Buy apple? Thank you very much, sir. Please call again whenever you are in the neighborhood, says the man. And with that, he walks away into the night. Okay. That's the guy that teabagged us in the last stream. We ran out of the casino, we got hit by a car, and then that dude came out and he like danced on top of our corpse. But now we have an apple? I don't have, oh, I do have an apple. It's up here. The disco looks like a scene from Goodfellas. Kind of. It's very, well, it's very 80s. It's an 80s game. No, the dog's gonna pee on me. No, no. Oh. Dog peed on us. Alright, I think the 24-hour wedding chapel is over here. And this guy we met last time, he doesn't do anything, but he flashes us when we walk by. Now he's saying we smell like a fire hydrant. See? I don't think we can talk to him. No, we did last time. He didn't have anything interesting. So let's go in here and see if Fawn is there. Or did she just take our $100? Oh no, she's here. Okay. Let's line up over here. More money for the wedding chapel? We should have... Well, we had 89, we lost 12. Hopefully it doesn't make us go get more money. We'll find out. But I thought that's what the $100 was for. Now do we just say marry Fawn? Oh. The minister intones in his basso voice. Oh, can I do a voice for this guy? There's some water. Excuse me. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Dearly beloved, we are gathered together today in the sight of each other, to enter these two people into the eternal bonds of marriage. But before we really get rolling, I'd like to say a few words. Many is the marriage that I've performed here in this little chapel, wearing this cheap suit before the shiny plastic-covered pews, with these electric candles, looking at those genuine plexiglass stained glass windows for these measly few bucks. Okay? He pauses for another nip from his pocket flask. Sure, cheers, guys. Where was I? He hiccups. Digressing, you answer. Oh, well, have you got a ring? We gave Fawn a ring. Yes, you reply, she's wearing it. Right. Good enough for me. Have you got $100? Not me, you reply. I thought this was a temple of love. We gave Fawn the 100. Fawn has 100. Sorry, buddy. You two are SOL until you can come back here with 100 cold, hard ones, he says indignantly as he pushes between you and... What? By the way, Larry, she asks, what does SOL stand for? Why, Sierra Online, I presume, you respond. Drum show. Wait there, Fawn, baby. I'll be back in a flash. Alright, so... Good thing we're next door to the casino. I was hoping to avoid doing this. No. No. Postpone. Okay. Go back to the casino. But I know what to do here. This won't take too long. Alright, we're going to go here. We're going to sit. Yes, I know. I'm going to save. Make a new save. Change bet. What was the maximum bet? Okay. This won't take too long. So we've got 74, so we only need to win a couple times. So we F4 to play. We've got 20. He's got an ace. We can buy insurance. We're not going to because we just saved. So we're going to stay. No, we have to type stand, not stay. Dealer busted. You win. Now we got 94. So now we're going to save scum. I'm just going to save this. And then we'll play again. We got 14, so I'm going to hit. We'll just stay. Oh no, we lost. But I can just go in here and we'll just load the game before we just played. Okay. Then we'll play again. Hit. Oh, we busted. Fine. Oh, we gotta start the game. Yeah, this kind of sucks. So we got 20 again, so we'll stay. You have to type stand. Dealer busted. Now we have $100, but we need some more money because that minister is going to take that. So we're going to save. Play again. We got 18. We'll just stay. And we won. Alright, we got 134. So we'll save. Play another game. 20 again, so we'll stay. We win. Save game. This is what I didn't want to have to do on the stream. Oh, we got 20 again. Alright. We won. See if we can get it up to 200 again. 7. Alright, so we'll hit 12. Hit 13 or 22. Doesn't matter. Load. Oh, we got blackjack right away. Excellent. Uh-oh. Okay. No, that's fine. We'll just load. Almost there. Oh, we got 204. Okay, I think we're good. Stand up. Thanks for playing. Now we'll go back and we'll marry that lady. Caleb Hayes says talk to Flasher. I thought we tried talking to him before. I don't know if I can spell. Talk to Flasher. You greet the stranger in the trench coat. Hey, Sonny, come over here, he replies. Yeah, I don't think because he's just gonna flash us. See? Say, you ask him, by any chance is your name Shorty? And that's it. He doesn't have anything else to say. Alright, let's go back in here. Open door. Eats guide, break the bank at the casino. I think we did pretty good. Mark Mackenzie, this is so much like, this is like what happened when you got married? I hope not. Oh, so he says, so, shall we try again? Should I type try again? No. Alright, Mary Fawn. We already read this. Already did that. Okay, so she's got the ring. So we gave him $100 after we gave her $100, which I thought she said was that she wanted it for the wedding. I think she just took our $100. Alright, so he says, okay, close enough. I now pronounce you man and wife. Till death do you part, or until you get tired of each other, per the currently acceptable social standards. Okay. You may kiss the bride, he says, hurrying out the door to refill his flask. Oh. This is Fawn. Not now. That can wait, Fawn says with a smile. I'll meet you at the Casino Hotel's honeymoon suite and give you a lot more than my kisses, my big, strong, handsome sweetheart. Hey, you shout, wait for me. Okay, so she's either not going to show up or something bad's going to happen when we get to the casino. And we are out, we got $104. Somehow this entire ceremony was less than you expected. The sacred bonds of marriage certainly get tied loosely in this joint. Yeah. Oh, don't, okay. We need to save after marrying Fawn. And then we gotta go to the casino. One PC Fred says, yeah, that's women. Pete's guide, how good are you at untying the knots? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that. Here, oh, shit. I forgot. If you go off the map, this dude with a baseball bat just beats you, and you die. So yeah, Larry just got murdered. I think we already saw this end sequence. Yeah. Yep. Oh, we don't care because we can load a save. That was smart and saved right before walking off screen. Alright, so this time I won't walk all the way across into the alley. We'll go in here. And where did she say to meet her? In the hotel, right? Oh, the honeymoon suite. So we gotta figure out where that is. Look. There are buttons labeled 1 through 8. Use the breath spray. We look at the buttons. You just said there were buttons. I don't, did she say what floor? She just said honeymoon suite, right? Yeah, honeymoon suite. We have to talk to somebody. Caleb Hayes says the 4th floor. Press 4. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's one with a heart. I bet it's this one. Knock on door. Oh, yeah, this is her. She's here. Fawn's delicate voice blooms. Fawn's delicate voice booms out across the hotel. Just a minute, Larry. There's a click as she unlocks the door, then a piercing, "Come on in. The door's open." Suddenly you shout, "Here I come, baby." Not very subtle, Larry. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Sit on bed. Okay. Let's look around first. Alright, we're in the casino hotel's honeymoon suite. The heart-shaped bed is just waiting for you and Fawn. The dim lighting provides the perfect atmosphere. You've always appreciated the early American gaudy look. There's a radio on the shelf behind the bed. Okay, so I think we need to put music on. Should we look out the window? You see the lights of the Lost Wages. Oh, so the city that we're in is named Lost Wages. Spread out before you. And look at the bed. Don't you think a heart-shaped bed is trite? It's pretty complicated. There's a knob that says on. Alright, turn on audio. Sounds like a nice, mellow station. I don't hear any music, though. Oh. The radio interrupts the Frank Sinatra medley with an obnoxious singing commercial. We're Ajax Liquor, and we're proud to we're Ajax Liquor, and we're proud to say we deliver all across the USA. You're out of luck if you want to dine, but if you just need booze, dial 555-8039. This is the first phone number that we've gotten in the game. We have a phone. We have access to a phone, and we need phone numbers. I don't think I need to remember that. I think the game will add it to our inventory or something. And now back to our music. Uh-oh, it didn't. I'm sure one of you guys will remember it. What are we supposed to do? We just talk to her? You know, a little wine would help me get in the mood, Larry. Okay. Okay. So that was that advertisement that we just read. One PC friend turned on the radio. We did. Caleb pays us their wine. Yeah, so now she wants wine. So I think that was that ad that played on the radio. We need to find a phone and call that phone number. Did she lock us out? Wow. So she won't let us back in until we find the wine. So we need to go back to the lobby. And I think there's a payphone there? Or outside. Mm-hmm. Use phone. So somebody filled the coin slot with chewing gum. Take gum? You can't. It's so firmly embedded. Nothing will get it out. You'll just have to find another telephone. Is there a phone out here? That way's the murderer. We're gonna have to take a cab, aren't we? I'm pretty sure there's another murderer guy over here. Yeah. Can we call a cab from anywhere? Yes. Or can we just buy the wine at the convenience store? Yeah. Yeah, there is a convenience store. I'm not sure why it gave us the phone number if we're not supposed to use the phone. Oh yeah. Get in. Wait! Oh my god. Alright, so I think we have to talk to her. I should have saved after we talked to her. But this shouldn't take too long. Alright. Oh, we're gonna use Brett's. Alright, so Fawn is in here. Knock on door. Alright. Now, I think, I don't know if we have to turn on the radio. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so 555-8039. I'm going to write that down just in case. I think we have to talk to her to get the next quest. Okay. Okay. Okay, so This time when we get to the lobby, I'm going to save the game in case I get hit by a car again. John Stewart says 8039, thank you. And one PC friend says the radio wasn't worth points. So, yeah, I don't know if we needed that specifically to get the phone number or not. Alright, stop here. All cab. Get in cab. Where are we going? The store? Yeah, I think we can buy wine at the store. $16, jeez. Hey, cabbie. Okay, exit cab. Yeah, see, there's a phone here, too. If we have to, we can call here. I want to see if we can buy wine. And somebody said we can buy one of these adult magazines, too. Look, magazines. Take magazine. Oh. I don't know if it does anything. Oh, we gotta get wine. I think wine is over here, so I'll look for wine. Take wine. You grab a bottle of the cheap wine and wonder how they could make a profit selling this stuff for only $1 a gallon. Is she gonna not want this wine when we get back there? We seriously question the wine's heritage. So we can look at the magazine we bought too. It says, well, it looks like this month's issue is filled with intelligent literary articles with redeeming social value. Let's see now. Here's an article about how professional window washers secure themselves to buildings with a rope around their waist. Nah, you flip through the pages until you discover, nice centerfold. What did we get? We got Jugs magazine. He's got Read magazine. I did Look magazine. Do we get something different if we type Read? Read magazine? Same thing. That's cool. Alright, so we have to pay cashier. What? If I walk out without paying, he's gonna get mad. Buy wine? Okay. He says, okie dokie, mister, that'll be $3. Why did it say it would be a waste of time when I asked to pay him? That was weird. I think we can call a cab from here. Before we do that, I'm gonna save. Oh, am I out of save slots? I guess we'll overwrite this one. Oh, I don't want to restore, I want to save. Okay. And this is going to be after buying wine. And now we'll go back to... What? I missed... He said something weird there. Alright. He's swerving all over the road. What's going on? Did we just die? The cabbie got into a car crash? What? It seems a bridge abutment has brought your game to a sudden stop. Remember, Larry, friends don't let cabbies drive drunk. The cabbie was driving drunk? Well, good thing we saved. Yeah, oh my god. This is different. The driver looks at you and says, hey, what's that you got? Wine. He grabs your bottle of wine and guzzles it down. I hit enter the first time. Hang on, Larry. He's swerving all over the road. And we're gonna die. Yep. Well. Caleb Hayes says use the phone. Yeah, I think we're supposed to order the wine from the phone and not buy it from the store. The game is dropping hints. Yes, I think it is. All right, let's restore. Oh, am I? Can I drop the wine? Well, I can't take a cab now. I give this guy the wine? Oh, he took my wine. Says, hey, thanks a lot. But now you'll never get it back. Yeah, I don't want it back. You don't have it. All right, so we got rid of the wine. So I'm guessing anytime if you get in the cab with booze, the cabbie drinks your booze? That's interesting. Oh, no. I'm not going to get in the cab again because we got to call. Let's get over here. How do I get to here? Uh-huh. 555. 555. 8039. Alright, that's the cab driver. He can leave. That's fine. Oh, it says, hello, Ajax Liquor Store. Hello, Ajax Liquor Store. We deliver. So what do you want to buy? Wine? Fine. Where do you want it delivered? The casino? Okay, I'll take it there. But I doubt you'll... but I doubt if you'll ever see it. Do I have to be very specific? Let's try it again. So, honeymoon wheat. Okay, so this time he says, okay, we'll get it right there. Consider it done. And thanks for calling. Yep. Yeah, we had to say honeymoon suite specifically. Wow. All right, now... Oh, that dog peeing on us again. Now we can call the cab. casino. And hopefully we won't die this time. But he says, phew, you smell like a used fire hydrant. Oh, it was because of the dog. $13. Now I think we just gotta go back to Fawn, and the wine is supposed to be delivered. Might already be there. One PC Fred says, get the wine out of your inventory. Uh-oh. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, we gave it to the bouncer at the disco to get rid of it. It wouldn't let me drop it. It was odd. Let's go back. Here was where we want to. We want to press 4. 4. Fawn's sexy voice oozes through the door. Oh, baby, it's you. You're back. There's a click as she unlocks the door. Come on in, you wonderful hunk. And subtly we shout, here I come, baby. Oh, Larry, it's you. I thought it was that cute young delivery boy again. Okay. Well, let's talk to her. Aren't you going to pour the wine, she says, her eyes flashing. I think that's the wine over there, behind her head. You carefully remove the bottle from the wine bucket, unscrew the cap, and pour 2 glasses. She downs her glass immediately. You refill it, and she does it again. Her eyes meet yours, and you're sure luck is with you this time. Okay. Oh, do we talk to her again? I'm ready when you are, honey. Come on, Larry. What are you waiting for? Okay, I think we need to sit down on bed. No? Get in bed? Oh. She says, lie down, Larry. I have a special surprise for you. Then she says, close your eyes. And you do because you're sure that finally success is at hand. Spencer, oh. What's going on there? Oh, Fawn, you moan. Ooh, baby, that feels so good. Ooh. Say, Fawn, when are you going to get undressed? Oh, she's not undressed. Interesting. Hey, what's the deal with the rope? She's gonna tie us up and leave us here. Why are you tying me to the bed? When Fawn has you securely tied to the bed, he grabs your wallet, saying, you forgot to pay me for the wine, then heads out the door. Fawn, come back, you shout. This isn't funny. I think she's gone. You wonder if there's any way you can consummate. You wonder if there's any way a man can consummate by himself. So she just took our wallet. Larry, it looks like the honeymoon is over. Well, that sucks. Now what do we do? Ubatronic says, please add an old-timey C when you read the messages. Oh, like the James Cagney voice? So if I do like, yeah, please add an old-timey C when you read the messages, see? I can do that. Tom Farrell says, save the rope. And remember the magazine article about window washers. We're going to have to climb out the window? Okay. We're stuck, so I don't think we can get up. Untie self. Can't. Do I still have the pocket knife? Use knife? Right. Using the pocket knife you got from the old bum by the convenience store, you saw through the ropes holding you to the bed. You grab your wallet and look inside. Oh well, at least she didn't find the $10 you hid in that secret compartment. When, with your consummate gambling skills, you should be back on your feet in no time. We gotta go back to the casino again. Well, what's the apple for? We haven't used the apple yet. Or the hammer. We did not get the rope. Save the rope? Ooh. So we took the rope. And our mouth takes like the drippings from a marathon runner's sock. Yeah, now we have rope. And we have $10. That's it. Well, this sucks. We gotta go back to the casino. Did she leave us any wine? Oh. We can drink the wine. Cool. Okay. Now let's go back to the casino. Press 1. There we go. Jim says, just like every honeymoon just how every honeymoon should end. And PC Fred says, drinking wine was worth points. Cool. Yeah, there's all sorts of little things that you can do in this game. You gotta like look at everything, try and use everything. Alright, we've only got $10. Oh, she doesn't like our breath. Alright, we can use the breath spray. Spray. Alright. Alright, so let's save here. No, save. All this after Fawn robs us. Oh, okay. Oh, I should have raised the bet. Bet max. And we lost. Alright, that's fine. We'll reload. Change bet. We've only got 10, so we'll bet 10. Only got 13, so let's do a hit. Ooh. Maybe we should stand. We won. And now, save. Oh, I should have bumped up the bet. 17. I guess we'll. No. Fine. Sure. Change bet. 20. Alright, let's bet the maximum now. We got 17 again. And we lost. Fine. What is this? Well, this is new. Time for a little R&R, Larry. Restart or restore. Oh, because we ran out of money. Alright, let's try again. Well, we got 19, so I think we're good. Good. Alright. Let's save. Uh. Uh. I don't know. Push, what does that mean? Nothing happens? We didn't lose anything. Oh, there we go. Caleb Hayes says, or back to the bar. But we need money for the cab. We only got enough for one cab trip. Save game? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to save in between each of these. Not when I have to do this again. Huh. Guess we should just say if we've got more than like 17. Alright, we won. Alright, let's save. What are we up to? 60? I think we should get at least $100. We might bet more? No, only 20. Well, load. 15. I don't know. Hit? Nope. Try again. Oh, we got blackjack right away. Alright, excellent. So we got 90 bucks. Let's save. Do one more. $17. Reload. I'll play for... What? How can we both have blackjack? Alright, we got 18. He had 20. $16. Oh, let's just stay. Gotta win one more, and we'll get over $100. Okay, so if the ace, alright, I think we want to stay. Alright, $110. Okay. Okay, so now, let's save. Now we know we've got over $100. And I guess we'll go back to the bar. Oh, weaken again. It can't be Snarls. Where to, buddy? See? As he swings the meter flag down, we're gonna go to the bar. Okay, you got it, Mac. See? $16 this time. Now, what do we do here? Maybe the bartender will have something to say. You greet the bartender. What'll it be? Lefty responds. Whiskey, wine, or beer? Here? Disco? Was I supposed to go back to the disco instead? Not sure where to go from here. Oh. Oh, we got a little drunk, I guess. Oh. What's going on? I don't know if that was a drunk effect. Caleb says, do you have the password? Yeah, we went through that just at the end of the last stream. I don't think there's anything more we can do in there. One PC Fred, see if you can find Fawn. Oh, go back and try and find her at the disco. For the door. Yeah, the password. We were in here at the end of the last stream. I don't think we need to go back there. So let's try and see if we can find Fawn at the disco, I guess. I don't know where we're supposed to go. $22? I think it's random every time. Can we talk to this guy? Okay, show card. Alright, now can I talk to him? Do you know anything about Fawn? He just says, we hope you enjoyed your visit. Nice. Okay. I doubt she's gonna be here. Yeah, she's gone. No one. We talk to these guys? They seem to be staring at something they all want. Over here? Oh, because they would have been staring at Fawn because she was sitting right here. Caleb Hayes says go back to the dorm, to the hotel. The door in the bar. Tom says try other floors in the motel. I don't think there's anything else here, right? There's just a convenience store over here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do here. We don't have anybody else to call. Yes. By the casino again? Go on to the other floors? Oh, shoot. I forgot. Forgot to pay the cabbie. So yeah, the cabbie murders you if you don't pay him in this one. PC Fred Fawn is gone. Yeah. Go to an older store and pay Fawn for the wine? I mean, I'm pretty sure she's going to rip us off no matter what. Pretty sure that's scripted. I'm curious. This was after buying the wine. We can always jump ahead and do this other one. Oh, shoot. I forget, this must have been before we got rid of the, let's load. Alright, so this is the one after we bought the wine from the quickie mart, but we don't want to get in the cab with that. We need to give that to this guy. I guess the only way we can get rid of it. Yep. Give bouncer 1. Have it. Now, call a cab from. Oh, I don't know if we ordered the one. Hmm. What was it? 80. Okay. Now we can get a cab. Alright. Caleb says, yes, the door in the bar. Now you have the rope. We can use the rope to do something. One PC Fred, maybe I think it should have gone better. Yeah, I'm curious if we pay Fawn for the wine. Does she... I mean, yeah, let's try it. We already started doing it. Joseph Kingston says rope to get the pills on the windowsill. We'll try that next. Caleb, rope to get pills. Thumbs up. Interesting. We will try that next. I'm curious what happens if we reimburse Fawn for the wine delivery. Just to see what happens. What do the pills do? I'm not sure. We just know that they're pills somehow. I don't think they're roofies. I hope not. I don't think Viagra was out in '87 when this game came out. I don't know what they are yet. Okay. So if I say pay Fawn for wine. Watch it, Larry. You're going to get your face slapped? I thought she wanted pay Fawn. Give Fawn money. Okay. I don't think we can. Yeah, she never asks us to pay her for the wine. Yeah, I don't think we can. They would keep Fawn from tying you up. Oh, if we slip her the pills. But we have to get the rope. Presumably. We need the rope to somehow get the pills. Alright, I don't think there's anything else we can do here. Let's load the after we get robbed. And I think I did save after, yeah, so we got $110. I like how you can type different things. Like here I typed get in cab. Other times I type enter cab. We want to go back to the bar. $16. Get out of. Yeah, that works too. We want to go in here. Open door. Knock with knock first. Yep. Oh, this was the guy I did the Cagney voice for. Yeah. What's the password, see? And it was Ken sent me. I remember. See? Come on in, see? Let's go up here. Up the stairs. Gotta go up each step. Come on. There we go. Oh, she's smoking a cigarette now. She wasn't doing that last time. We talked to her. Was it good for you, baby? Oh, no, this is me asking her. Was it good for you, baby? Was what good? She replies. Okay. Yeah, we met her in the last episode. You see the problem? Yeah, with the rope. I guess we gotta swing. We got a hammer. You can swing the hammer from the rope. Gary P77551 says, all your videos are great. Well, thank you, Gary. Climb out window. Yes. I think we climbed out here once before. Climb out window. And here's where we can see the pills. See? Looking at the east window, you notice a bottle of pills sitting on the window ledge. How do we use the rope? I rope to hammer. The solution is closer to you than that. I rope to pills. Closer to you than that. What else do we have? We got wallet, pocket lint, an apple we haven't used yet, disco pass, jugs magazine. All right, so somebody said in the magazine it said something about window washers. Read magazine. Here's an article about how professional window washers secure themselves to buildings with a rope around their waist. I rope around waist. Okay. Well, this would lower me down, right? Oh, shoot. Oops. All right. Do we have a rope? Because there's no way to get up. I think we got to go back up. But we can tie the rope to the fire escape, right? Gotta wait for, okay. Go back up here. Okay. Caleb says use the rope. Pete's Guide says get laid first. We did that in the last stream. And if we don't have the Jimmy hat, we will get an STD and die. Literally. I don't think we don't have one, so we can't. Exit window. Okay. So I can tie the rope to window? Fire escape? Oh, it let me do that. Now what do I do? Wing to other window? Is it? Well, that didn't work. We still have the rope? Yeah. It was interesting. It let me tie it to the fire escape and to myself. But then what do I do? Guide says get pills with hammer. I did try tying the rope to the hammer and it wouldn't let me. Alright. Yeah, I tried. Maybe I didn't type the right command. Try again. Okay. So I can tie rope around waist. Do I just swing to get pills? No. So then I tie rope to fire escape. It says okay, so it did it. Now swing to get pills. How can you do that? Climb over railing. Oh, I typed climb over railing with the rope. With the rope securely holding you to the railing, you can reach all the way over to the window. Now of all times, you notice the window is locked. That's what the hammer's for. Use hammer. Subtly you smash the window with your hammer. Your future as a second-story man seems quite plausible. We just broke somebody's window. Take pills. This is cool. They have a special animation. You got them, but what are they? Can I go back to, how do I get back here? Huh, awesome. And we've got bottle of pills. Look at pills. Even though a portion of the label is missing, you can still make out the letters niche and FL. Is there? What's a pill that ends with niche? Or starts with Nish. Caleb Hayes says, hammer time. One PC Fred, break window with hammer was worth points. Cool. We're at 140 of 222, so we got a ways to go. Wonder what these are for. I don't think we want to take them. Alright, so what I'm going to do, let's get, let me save here in case I die. No, save game. After getting pill. I want to see what happens if I take the pills. Oh, I can't move. Untie rope. Wow. Good continuity. Okay. I want to see what happens if we take the pills. We just saved. Use pills. Without thinking, you down the entire bottle. Hey, this stuff is okay. Your breathing becomes heavy, and you're suddenly extremely horny. You've just got to do something. And right now, hey, where's that cute black dog? No. No. Following your conviction for bestiality, you spend the rest of your life in prison, turning big rocks into little ones. Well, good thing we saved, but now we know what those pills are for. They're some sort of aphrodisiac. Okay. Untie rope. Get out. We're going to use breath. Spray. Alright, and we've got pills. I don't know, do we get any points just for looking at pills? Niche? Oh, Spanish fly. Niche, FL, Spanish fly. That's what it is. Interesting. Alright, now what do we do? Pete's Guide says untie rope. Yep, got it. And PC Fred, now we know. Yeah, now we know what the pills are. So, who do we give them to? I don't want to try giving them to that flasher to see if he does something weird. If we give him the pills. But I don't think that's what we're supposed to use them for. What do we do now? We've been everywhere that we can go. Caleb says back to the excuse me. Hold on. Sorry. I think we gotta explore the rest of the casino. We need the fly to get lucky. Yeah, I think so. Alright, let's go back to the casino. Alright, we just saved. I think we're good. Oh. Call for the cab. We got money. If we run out of money, we'll be at the casino anyway. Caleb Hayes says lots of rooms at the casino. Yeah, we looked, I explored some of them last stream, but we did not fully explore the casino. Alright, we're going to the casino. $21 this time? What the? It's just random. Hey, cab. Can we negotiate lower fare? Negotiate lower fare. Negotiate. Cabby? Haggle? Dicker? I don't know. Alright, I don't think we can. We just gotta pay him. Exit cab. It'd be cool if they had something like that, where like if you type a certain command, you can negotiate with them. Alright, so we've been in here. We've been in the cabaret. We saw the comic last stream. I wanted to cut that segment out and make that in. Whoa! Oh, this guy. I wanted to cut this segment out, but I couldn't stay in character reading all these jokes. I kept breaking up laughing, so it's not. But maybe I'll do that. We'll go back there. What's above 5? Let's go up to floor 5. We explored 1, 2, 3 last stream. We've been to 4, but it says there's 1 through 8. Pete's Guide: increasing cab fare is why you need to break the bank at the casino. Does something happen if you get like too much money? Maybe something happens? See, this is what we saw last time when we explored these. They all said the same stuff here. I didn't order anchovies. Yeah, we got that one before. Is there nothing over here? No. Nope. Bobbit. Lorena Bobbit? Oh, jeez. Alright, well, let's go up again. 2 more. Caleb says start at the top floor and work down. You're saying we should just go to the top floor. Alright, I think these are all the same. Was it 8 or 9? That was 7. Oh, okay, this is different. Look. These are different doors. One of those gold doors there. That's different. Well, the rooms on this floor are all unoccupied. Why does it tell us that? What's over here? Same thing. Well, there's somebody here. I think there's a lady. Talk to woman. Oh, is this one of the gals that we meet? Look at woman. Oh, hello. Whoa. Talk to woman. Hiya, baby. I think I loves ya. May I help you in some way, sir? She responds in a pleasant but business-like voice. What do I say? We ask about gold doors. Do we need something else? I can give her the apple. I don't want to just give her the pills until we know what those are for. I think we're done with some of this stuff. Keep trying to talk to her. Talk. Okay, my name is Larry, you offer. Larry Laffer. Say, Larry, she says with a smile. Is that a roll of dimes in your pocket? Is that a roll of dimes in your pocket? Or are you just glad to see me? Need a better female voice. I just keep talking to her. As we ask her sign. Exit, she replies. Try using it. Exit, she replies. Try using it. PC Fred says put the pill in the apple. I'm not gonna just drug a random woman. Pizza God, give her the freaking pills. Right? You can't just give her the Spanish fly. Wait. Caleb says to keep talking. All right. What's your name? Oh, this is me. What's your name, beautiful? You ask. Faith, she replies. Unusual name. Not that unusual. I'm only in town for one night, you try again. How about we get together when you get off duty? She smiles and says, oh, I could never be unfaithful to my... Oh, she's got a boyfriend. Okay. Are we supposed to give her the pills? How about we do a save? We're out of save slots. Could I just wait? Let's keep talking until we know for sure. She has nothing else to say. I'm sort of okay. So the game's basically telling us to give her the pills. You're a man of the world, Larry. Perhaps some sort of medical stimulant would help. She takes one look at the bottle of Spanish fly, so I was right, and says, boy, thanks. How did you know that I love this stuff? She tosses down a couple of pills, then a few more, and finally gulps the whole bottle. Her breathing becomes faster and faster until she begins to pant. Okay. Whoa. Looks like tonight's your lucky night, Larry. So long, Faith says. I've got to find my boyfriend before this stuff wears off. So you're just leaving. It appears Faith is true to her name. Twisting her key in the lock, she disappears down the employee's stairs. So now can we go down the stairs? Where did she go? Did she unlock a new area? No. Can't go there. Go anywhere there. Maybe now that she's gone, can we look in here? Door's locked. Okay. So I had look. I typed look. It says the doors are securely closed. The brass plate near the elevator says private. There is no button nearby. We gotta find the secret button. We get back to where how did she get in here? We go in here? Climb over desk. So she had a button. She would have had a button at the receptionist desk. Since you're no longer staring at Fate's ample weapons, you notice an unlabeled button on her desk. Alright, so I think we gotta push the button. One PC Fred, you have to slip her to Mickey somehow. Caleb gives a thumbs up. You're in like Flynn. Pete says to open the pill. I didn't have to open them. Yeah, some stuff you have to do that with. Bummer, yeah. Now you lost the pills. Type get key. But we do have to use breath spray. Oh, we ran out of breath spray, guys. Can we buy more? Gone. But we have the apple, which we don't know what we're doing with yet. Joseph Kingston, 5 points. No, Pete, we tried taking the pills a little bit ago, and we got arrested for bestiality, I believe. So we don't need to take the pills. Look desk, yep. Press the button. Ross K-Star says, fun intro. Did you ever watch Homestar Runner? I'm not familiar with Homestar Runner. No. What is it? Let's press button. See what happens. The penthouse elevator doors glide open. Well, we're going in the penthouse. Oh. Where are we going now, Larry? Hello. Look at this. Nobody here. I'm guessing we're here early. But we need to look. We gotta look at everything. This is the living room of the hotel's penthouse suite. Obviously, the hotel spared no expense here. There's a fireplace on the wall to the south. No one is here, but you hear a gurgling noise coming from somewhere. Oh. Gurgling. We look at the bearskin rug. The bear looks back at you with a glassy-eyed stare, possibly because his eyes are made of glass. But this time the girl was closer than the dog, so it should be safe. Oh, you're saying wait until we get in the vicinity of the girl to... and then we're gonna assault the young lady? I don't know. I'm curious what would happen. I don't know that I want to reload. I don't have a save right before, or do we? I've got to save before giving the pills. Well, we can overwrite these old ones after giving pills. So now, we got to save here in the penthouse. Let's load before we gave Faith the pills, just to see what happens. Now, I'm going to use the pills on myself. No. Same thing. It says, where's the cute black dog? Even though we're standing... Larry's got some unusual proclivities there. Alright, so that, yeah, it doesn't work. So let's do the new one. New save after giving the pills. Alright, so we're back to where we were. Broskstar says, fun cartoon, just have to see it. Homestar Runner. I'll make a note of it. Homestar Runner. PC Fred says up. Do I need to look up? Nothing up. Strong Bad. Strong Sand. Is that from that cartoon you guys were talking about? I'll have to look it up. Follow the noise. Yeah, you can't just attack a woman. Let's, what's out here? I want to explore thoroughly, in case we miss something. Oh! There's a woman in here. Here's the gurgling. Well, first let's look. The moon lights an expansive rooftop garden with a spa in one corner. You found the source of the gurgling noise. In the hot tub is the most beautiful girl you've ever seen. Besides her is her towel and swimsuit. You can't believe she doesn't mind your presence here. Yeah. Talk to woman. Whoa. Hey, handsome. Why don't you slip into the water with me so we can really get to know each other? Let's look around at everything else first. What's around the corner here? Nothing. Oh, no, there's a bedroom here. Let's look here. Penthouse bedroom is quite deluxe. That's it. Knock on door. No answer. Try opening it. Open door. Okay. There's nothing. I can't go. Maybe we gotta talk to her first before we unlock whatever's behind that door. It wouldn't let me go. Look out the window. Nothing special. Looked at the rug. I guess we're, I'm gonna have to, remove clothes. Oh, he's naked. Whoa. Wasting no time, you hop into the water. Ooh, does it feel good? The warm water swirls about you, the bubbles stimulating you nearly as much as the beautiful woman across from you. With the warmth of the water soaking into your body, you become quite relaxed. Okay, let's talk to the woman. Oh, I forgot. We got to look at them first. Look. Okay. Talk to the woman. Who loves you, baby? She says nothing, but that smile tells you a lot. Have you ever tried it underwater? You coyly ask. She doesn't say. Oh, she didn't like that. What's your name, gorgeous? You ask. Says nothing. All we have is the apple, right? And we're out of the breath spray. So that's not good. Well, we just saved before going to the penthouse, so we can give, I don't even know her name. Give woman apple. Oh. Oh, her name's Eve. Did she tell us her name? Eve takes your apple, and with a sweet innocent look, raises it to her mouth. Takes a small bite out of it, while a sexy smile comes across her face. She winks and lies back in the water, chewing delicately. Okay? Eve gently moves her sensuous tongue around the apple, tiny drops of the apple's juice glistening on her lips. Okay? She is really turning you on. You had no idea fruit could be so exciting. Okay? After finishing the apple, Eve slowly slides out of the hot tub, her steamy, naked body glistening in the moonlight, barely covering her tremendous assets with the towel. She smiles and motions for you to follow her. Wow. Okay, but we're naked. Wow. As you leave the hot tub, Eve speaks at last. Say, Larry, you really are glad to see me. Oh, I'm not doing anything. He's just following her. That's when you went to the elevator. Whoa. Bingo. What? This is the end? We didn't, Congratulations, Larry, you've done it. You've successfully completed your evening in Sierra World, lost your virginity, and emerged victorious. Of course, your feelings of success are short-lived. This is where Ken Williams has to tell you about our soon-to-be-released sequel. Hey, Ken, come here and give him your pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ken Williams. What is this? He must be one of the game devs. Hi, folks. Remember, coming to this very computer real soon now is the next installment in the saga of Larry Laffer, traveling software salesman. I tell you the name now, but we haven't made one up yet. Be sure to pick up a few extra copies, just in case our disc copier is screwed up again. What is going on here? Oh wait, we almost forgot to tell you how well you played. It says you played okay, I guess. On behalf of Mark and Sandy, Alan Marge, Jeff and Chris, Russ and Kim, Larry and Bob, Ken and Roberta, Bob and Marilyn, and or Bob and Janine, John and Mary, Bob and Carol, and Ted and Alice. Thanks for playing, and be sure to tell each and every one of your friends to buy their own personal copy of this game. Love ya, baby. Oh, that's it. It just ended. Wow. We must have missed a couple things. We didn't get the full 200 and something or other points was of, but we had 190. Look in closet. Well, I should have typed look while I was in that. Ask her to look at your bald spot. Might like the apple. Scoring points. Follow E. Congrats, thank you. Let's go back in. Oh, I gotta do the questions again. But I want to reload that save, and I want to do a look in that office. Now let's go through these again quick. What was illegal during Prohibition? Aphrodisiacs, alcohol, abstinence, or perversion? It was alcohol. Correct. I have hair on my head, arms, keyboard, or lots of places. So D. Oral Roberts is a thermometer technique. An evangelist. Best done with a friend. Or shy. Oral Roberts? Is it a person? D? Correct. Okay. ERA. Earnest Realtors of America, Equal Rights Amendment, Erogenous Readers Association, or Error Recovery Associate. Equal Rights Amendment? Oh, that's correct. All right, one more question. My parents are 10. So this you have to pick D. Yeah. Okay. Let's restore. Right, it's this one. After we give her the pills. She ran off. Okay, we gotta go in here. Alright, I got it. This time we'll type look. I didn't type look in there. A win is a win, true. Tom Farrell, we did that in the previous live stream. We flushed the toilet. I think it was pretty early on in last week's stream. Or whenever the previous one was, a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, that was pretty interesting what happened. Yeah, it doesn't let me go in anywhere. So if I type look, you found a closet full of uninteresting stuff, plus one inflatable doll. Take inflatable doll. Take doll. Got her. What am I supposed to... Walking out of the closet, you clumsily catch your new friend on a protruding nail. There's a loud flatulent sound and... Oh, there she goes. Go get her, Larry. Or I'm not... He's walking on his own. Oh. So long, baby, you shout. So is that just another way to get us to over here? We're at the... Goes for the question. I think this is all going to be the same, right? Or did we unlock something different? Yeah, she says nothing. And then doesn't say. What's your name? Yeah, she doesn't tell us her name. What's your sign? Yield. Waiting for you. Alright, so we have to give her the apple. This is all the same. Who's... I'm curious if we get any different dialogue because we found the doll. She doesn't say anything about the doll. Finishing the apple. So we must have got more points. I'm curious what we get now. So now we got 170 already. Alright, let's go. Larry's excited. One PC Fred says, just give her the apple. Yep. I don't think we're going to get anything new here. We got 195. I think we just had like 190 before. So there must be other Easter eggs that I missed. Yeah, it just says you played okay. I'm guessing if I got a perfect score up here, it would say something different. But I don't know that I want to go back through this and find all the missing Easter eggs. That's it. Well, that was fun. That was kind of cool. I don't know that I've ever beat the game before. I know I never beat it before. I don't remember playing this years and years and years ago. Interesting. Seemed to go pretty quick towards the end. Caleb, 5 extra points for finding the blow-up doll. Very cool. Alright. Well, that was fun. And I did eventually finish my drink. But yeah, see, it took me... When did we start? 7? It's almost 11. So yeah, it took a little over 3-4 hours. Alright, well thanks everybody for coming. We will do another live stream at some point. I don't know when. I might make it like a semi-weekly thing or something. Well, so you gotta figure out a different game to play now to beat this one. Might do, when you mentioned one of the Beavis and Butthead games in the last stream, so maybe we'll try that, if I can find it. I also want to play the original Fallout. I have that. But if we start that, that'll take me like a year to finish. I don't know if I want to stream that. I'll figure something out for another stream. And if I get more mystery tools, I liked doing the live mystery tool review thing. That was pretty fun too. And thanks to everybody again for helping me figured out what all four of the tools were, which I didn't think we would. You see, Fred, you never saw this game before? Yeah, there's a whole series of them. I think they made multiple sequels. This was the first one. But there's like 6 or 7 sequels. We might do one of the sequels, I don't know. He says, thank you, you're welcome. Play the Adventures of Square. Is that another old game? The Advent Square. I'll make a note of it and look it up off stream. I've heard of it. Alright. Y'all look that up. I'm impressed we figured out the spikes. Yeah, too. It looked like for a while we weren't going to figure out what those were. But yeah, they were baseball cleat, or not cleats, baseball home plate spikes. The Doom mod. Adventures of Square. I like to play Doom, but I don't know if I can stream it because I'm really bad at multitasking. So reading the chat and playing a game where you have to constantly be is going to be tricky for me. So I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'd play the VGA version. We could, but there's a second version of this game, a remake with the with updated graphics. This was the original one, which has just like almost text graphics. But there is but I think it's the exact same game, isn't it? I don't think anything's changed other than the graphics being updated. But that's something else we could try too. Now it's a full conversion, the Doom mod. I'll check it out. I like Doom mods. Yeah, I'll watch a video of it. Sonic Doom? Is that with Sonic the Hedgehog? That might be fun. When I think I have the original. I have King's Quest 1 and King's Quest 2. I have those games too. Those were made by the same company that made this game, but they're like the PG rated versions. And I have Zork too, but Zork is a text-based game, and I used to get like a migraine trying to play that. Oh man. But we'll figure something out. Yeah, the VGA one is the one with the updated graphics. Yeah. I might have downloaded that at some point. Adventures of Square is weird. I like weird. So I'll watch some videos on it. You have to play it with GZ Doom. Yeah, I can do that. That'll run on this machine. Alright, I'm going to call it quits. Been going for about 4 hours. Thanks again, everybody, for coming. Keep an eye on the community posts tab on the YouTube channel. I'll announce when we're going to do the next one. We'll just say not next week, but maybe the other week. Keith Studley asks, can you repair the plating on an old pair of vice grips? Well, you can do electroplating, which I've been meaning to get into at some point, but I haven't. I haven't done it. PC Fred, nickel plating you can do at home. Yeah, it would be a nickel plating. I think you can do like a zinc plating with it. You can do copper plating. Copper plated vice grips would actually be kind of cool. With electroplating, but I haven't done it myself. Yeah, I don't know that you can do actual chrome at home. I know nickel plating you can do, but a lot of the vice grips weren't, the really old ones weren't chrome plated anyway. They had some kind of zinc coating on them. But from what I read, you can do it. You gotta clean everything. You have to remove every bit of rust. And you basically dunk it in a tank with these chemicals. And then you hook up a car battery charger to it. And it puts current through it. And it'll take the metal out of the chemicals and stick it to the tool. So it can be done. If I ever get into that, I'll definitely make a video on it. Used to hard chrome plate. Now it's nickel? Nickel plating first, then chrome. Interesting. A triple chrome plate is copper, nickel, and chrome. Also interesting. Alright, well. Shaded press dies. Very cool. Alright, I gotta get going. We've been going for 4 hours. So, yeah. Thanks everybody for showing up. This was very fun. We will definitely do it again sometime. Stay tuned. Probably next Friday will be the next Tool Lore episode. So stay tuned for that. See you later. Bye.